Yo, what is going on, guys? Johnny GB here with the Token Minorities, bringing you guys another Pokemon TCGO standard deck profile, a deck profile that I have actually seen in the comments section a couple times so far. It is ALOLAN NINETALES DECIDUEYE GX with everybody's favorite draw support in Zoroark. So we've seen quite a few requests for this deck. Issue is Ninetales is such a hard card to pull out of Lost Thunder. Shout out to Styx for helping me out. I pulled one, he managed to help me get another one. So we are finally bringing this deck to you guys, and I have a couple Ninetales decks that I will be bringing to you guys. Ignore the fan in the background. It is like 11 o'clock at night when I'm recording this, so no natural sunlight coming in. I do need to get me a lamp here just so I can get some natural lighting. But besides that, so ALOLAN NINETALES decks are decks that you guys are recommending to us, and we are finally going to start bringing you a couple of them. I do wish I could try to bring you guys the Solgaleo one. Issue is I can't find any Solgaleo boxes near me. So, let's see. Where are we? Where are we? This one? This one? Yes, it is. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the deck I have for you guys. So, I have a little bit different build than most people. This is a build based on what I've enjoyed playing. This isn't really a copy of anybody's build. This is more of cards that I enjoy using, I feel like work for me. So starting out, we have a 3-3 line of Zoroark GX, the deck's main attacker. I think a 3-3 line works out great because you're going to be getting a Ninetales on the bench, and you really want to fill your bench with Decidueye so you can start doing damage based on just chip. We have a 2-2 line of the Beacon Vulpix and ALOLAN NINETALES GX from Lost Thunder. So what does ALOLAN NINETALES GX do? When you play this Pokemon from your hand to one of your Pokemon to evolve it, you may search your deck for 2 item cards, put them into your hand. So what are you searching out? You're searching out rare candies, you are searching out stuff like Ultra Ball, potentially to get your Decidueyes. Very good card to speed up those stage 2 decks, especially with Beacon Vulpix. If you go second, you can actually search out said Ninetales and get it out. Then we have a 3-1-3 line of Rowlet, Dartrix, and Decidueye. So Decidueye has the ability Feather Arrow. Once during your turn, put 2 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. So you're looking at trying to get 3 Decidueye onto your bench, so that way you're getting 6 damage counters onto your opponent's Pokemon and potentially hitting for 120 each turn with Zoroark, 150 with a Choice Band. With 6 damage counters, that's 210 damage. That is enough to knock out opposing Zoroarks. I then play 1 copy of Latios. This is the Breakthrough Latios from Shining Legends or the Shining Legends Collector's Chest. 30 damage for double colorless energy and 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench. You can also put Tapu Koko into the deck. Either one works. I like Latios. Again, they're just same HP. Koko's probably a little bit better because of the free retreat. But again, that's just personal preference. I just enjoy using Latios. Koko, again, is just an excellent replacement to get damage spread out everywhere. And then 1 copy of Tapu Lele GX. This is pretty much to search out your Professor Elm's Lecture so that you can fill your bench up turn 1, or potentially if you have enough basics into your hand or nest balls in your hand, you can actually just go for the turn 1 Lily play to draw 8 cards. I play 2 copies of Energy Lotto, so we're playing 6 energy in the deck, so Energy Lotto is a good way for me to find my double colorless energy, get those into hand. I play 2 Max Potion. Max Potion is there for the Decidueye. So if Decidueye starts taking damage from opposing Decidueye, I can Max Potion, get them back down to full health. 4 copies of Nest Ball. This is to search out your Rowlets, your Vulpix, and your Zorua. Again, this is all personal preference. You can run different combination of item cards. I like Nest Ball just so I can get Zorua and everything out, potentially open up with some Nest Ball and a Lily. That way I don't have to Elm's Lecture. I can just go for Nest Ball and then Lily, draw a bunch of cards into my hand. 1 copy of Palpad. This is to get Cynthia's, Guzma's, and Acerola. Really want the Acerolas back into the deck. Why do you want Acerolas back in the deck? Once your Zoroark's taking damage, they're your main attackers, so you want to keep them as healthy as possible. Acerola with another set up Zoroark on the bench can always just keep you rotating. So with Palpad, you potentially could use 5 Acerola in the deck. 3 copies of Rare Candy for the Decidueyes, 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher, 3 copies of Switch. I think Switch is starting to see a lot more play now, with Guzma being prevalent. Just a good item card to swap out. 4 copies of Ultra Ball. This is search out your Ninetales, your Zoroarks, your Decidueyes. 3 copies of Acerola. Again, we want to try to keep the Zoroarks healthy. Healthy as long as possible. 4 copies of Cynthia. 1 copy of Guzma. That seems a little odd. Not sure why only 1 copy of Guzma. Something seems odd there. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to fix this real quick. That should not be 1 copy of Guzma. So we're going to get rid of 1 Nest Ball. And we're going to search out Guzma. We want 2 copies of Guzma. There we go. So 2 copies of Guzma, 2 copies of Lily, 1 copy of Mallow, 2 Professor Elm's Lecture, 2 Choice Band, and then 4 Double Colorless Energy with 2 Grass Energy. So that is what I'm running. Everybody's going to have a different variant. This is the variant I think works. But again, feel free to let me know what you guys would change down in the comment section below, as well as what your guys' least favorite ability in the trading card game is. I know people hate Trade Zoroark. I know people don't like the Feather Arrows. Me personally, I did not like Garbotoxin back in the day. When Garbotoxin Garbodor was in the standard format just a few months ago. Alright, so we want to go first. This deck wants to go first. You want to get your Pokemon set up on your bench as soon as possible. So we brick turn 1. It's something, I'm not really sure if it's common. It's just probably bad hand. I don't really have issues with the bricks a lot in this deck. We do open up a Vulpix though. And we do open up an Elm's Lecture from what I'm seeing right now. So the way I'm seeing it is we see Swablu, so we're playing an Altaria deck, which is interesting. Right off the bat, what I'm thinking is straight away go for the Professor Elm's Lecture. 1, to get a Zorua because I do have a Zoroark down here on my bench, and to get a Rowlet. Oh, 2 of my Rowlet are prized. That actually sucks. That 2 of my Rowlet are prized. That's actually horrible. I'm looking at this. Pretty much I'm just going to pass turn. Yeah, I'm pretty much just going to pass turn. The way I'm looking at this next turn, seeing as I'm going second, is I want to use my Cynthia next turn. And I want to get my Zoroark out front. So the idea would be to use the switch, get Zoroark into the active. Oh, Ultra Ball. So we're going to use the Ultra Ball. We're going to get rid of Mallow and 1 copy of Ultra Ball for a Ninetales. So we got Ninetales. Ninetales is going to allow us to get an Ultra Ball and a Rare Candy. So the main reason I want the Ultra Ball and the Rare Candy is so I can get myself a Decidueye going. So unfortunately, it's going to cost me my Acerola and it's going to cost me my Switch. Or did I just do Zoroark? I should have traded, honestly. I should have traded my Acerola. I'm going to get rid of one of my Zoroarks. How many? I got 1 left, so I have a Zoroark prize as well. This is not going the way I planned because of my prizes. Well, we will get a Decidueye here, which is not bad. We're going to get a Zorua onto the active. And we're going to play the Cynthia. So there's the double colorless energy, the Zoroark. Holy hell, that is an amazing opening. Alright, so 1, we're going to trade away the grass energy. The grass energy doesn't serve a purpose to me. Unless I'm using the ability of Decidueye. I guess I could get another Nest Ball to get another Zorua. Or I could get my Vulpix. I could get a Vulpix so I can get a second Ninetales evolved. Because more than likely, I have a good chance of claiming a... well, not good chance. I have 33% chance of... 33? 2 out of 6? Yeah, 33% chance of getting a Rowlet, which is nice. So I can trade away my Nest Ball. I can search. Actually, I can save my Nest Ball so I can Ultra Ball. So he's gonna get himself a bunch of Altarias out. I don't know if he's playing the GX though. If he's playing the GX, I'm actually concerned. Oh, he's not. Okay. All right. Well, he's just wasting his resources now, and he forfeits. So I was trying to get into a second Decidueye, whether it be trading away my Nest Ball, drawing 2 cards, evolving my Vulpix, and getting a Rare Candy and Ultra Ball so that I can get a Decidueye. That was ultimately the plan, but I ended up getting a forfeit out of it. So we take the forfeits. Simple as that. Can't complain with the forfeits at all. As I got my brother's puppy downstairs barking. Alright, let us grab another game here. What are we playing against? I want to play against something meta. We're playing grass, so there's a chance we could be playing Septon. I would love to see this deck against other meta decks. That last deck that we were playing, I already blanked. What were we playing? What was I playing? I do want to go first. Tails never fails. Oh, I was playing Altaria. So this hand we open up with Breakthrough Latios. That is actually kind of bad. So I could honestly turn 1 Lily. Get rid of the Mallow and the Max Potion. We're playing Vespiquen. I didn't even know Vespiquen was a deck. Alright, so one, I'm going to Energy Lotto. We got ourselves a double colorless energy. We're going to attach it. We're going to Ultra Ball. We're going to get rid of Mallow and the Max Potion so that I can get me the Lele. And we're just going to have to go for the Lily here. Lily's pretty much the only play I have to get myself a full hand. Actually, I could Elm's Lecture and get a Rowlet, a Zoroark, and a Vulpix. Yeah, I can do that. A Rowlet, Zoroark, and a Vulpix. That way I have a Ninetales, a Zoroark set up next turn. There we go. And yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that turn. Because now I'm going to be doing 30 damage to something. I would love to see a draw supporter. Cynthia would be the ultimate top deck. Oh, as he goes Shrine. I hate Shrine. Actually, I love hate Shrine. I love Shrine with Coco and Honchkrow. I hate Shrine when I'm playing a GX deck. Unless it's Scizor. Scizor I'm actually okay with Shrine because then it puts me into that 110 damage range, and now my attacks start doing a lot more. So he's going to Ultra Ball, get rid of 1 Shrine. I do not play Field Blower. Do I? I think I do. I think I play 2 Field Blower. He's going to get a Trico, so we're just playing a salad deck pretty much. He's throwing every grass types he has. He could actually be playing Grovyle for the Trico in all honesty. Or for the Vespiquen. Because Grovyle will allow him to search, as he's just going to get 4 Combee onto his bench. Alright, so there's an Elm's Lecture. That card does not actually help me here, but it becomes now trade fodder. Could actually become Ultra Ball fodder, potentially. I think trade fodder is a little bit better. Ew. That is awful. That is awful. Alright, so I gotta think this through. I want an Ultra Ball, so I can eventually get a Rowlet set up. I guess I'll just get a Nest Ball so I can get me another Rowlet. Which is pretty much what I'm going to do here. So we're going to get ourselves another Rowlet. So I'm looking at having a couple Ninetales set up. And it looks like I'm going to have Zoroark set up as well. I can actually get a draw supporter this turn. Ooh. But that means I just pretty much waste Ninetales' ability. Wait. I played 1 Lily. No, I didn't. Alright, you know what? No, I'm going to play Lily. I'm going to play Lily here. Because I have not played a supporter this turn, so I can... yes, I did. I don't go full stupid mode. I went full stupid mode right there. Because I just used Acerola. But, I mean, the Lily will set me up for next turn. Which is perfectly fine. And what's good is I'll have 2 Rowlet so that I can start picking on every single one of his grass types. That's the good thing. Once I get the 2 Decidueyes out and my Latios out... Oh, Vespiquen's out. Alright, so Vespiquen. If you have 4 or fewer grass Pokemon, this attack does nothing. Oh my god. Oh my god. So if you have 4 or fewer grass Pokemon, this attack does nothing. So you just fill up your bench with grass types. That seems a little interesting. Alright, so 1, we're going to play the Lily. We got cards in hand. I like cards in hand. We're going to Ultra Ball. I don't need another Ninetales out because of... I need to get another Zoroark out. So we get ourselves... We're going to get ourselves 2 prizes here, which is nice. 2 prizes is good. We're going to Feather Arrow. We're going to get rid of the Combee on the bench. We're going to take a prize. Which is another Lily, which is not bad in all honesty. For next turn, I can actually use that to refill my hand. I know I stressed the importance of Acerolas in the deck building at the start, but right now, I'm not seeing a real need for them. As we're going to claim our second prize, which is a Grass Energy. The Grass Energy is pretty much just going to be trade fodder. I have nothing I can really do with it. So these Combee now, once I get this second Decidueye out, are just fodder. I'm going to pick them off and my Zoroark's going to go pick up a kill on something. I would not be surprised for him to forfeit right now. Because I get my second Decidueye, he has nothing. And I can get rid of the... I can trade the energy, whatever I get from the trade. I can Ultra Ball the Guzma and whatever cards I get off the trade for a Decidueye, and pray to God that I get a rare candy off the Lily. So there is the Grass Energy onto Shaman. Shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 cards. It's like the other it's like Shaman EX. Oh. Oh, he's gonna get that Vespiquen. He's gonna get that Vespiquen. I don't like that. Yep, there's that Vespiquen. I got a text message. Okay, so there's the Vespiquen. Things got a little bit more tricky. Things got a little bit more tricky. He's Cynthia'd. So he has 2 Vespiquen. So I need to get a Zorua. I need to get a Zorua ASAP. So he's gonna flip it. Did that really? I was flippity flap. What does it say? Did that attack really say flippity flop? All right. So Palpad. So I could technically, in theory, take out this Vespiquen. I think what we're gonna do here, we're gonna trade that Grass Energy, like I said. Okay, so I can get rid of 1 Guzma and an Ultra Ball. We can get ourselves a Decidueye. I know I still have 2 rare candies in the deck, so I do have a good chance of drawing it here with Lily. I do want to put my Acerolas back in the deck, though. And we will Lily for 2 cards. You ask, and you shall receive, my friends. Look at that. Let's get these damage counters on here. Let's get these damage... Oh, I should put them on the Tricos. Tricos are free knockouts. Alright. Well, I still need 2 damage counters on the Vespiquen to knock them out. Never mind. Alright, so there's another prize. There's another Zorua. That is exactly what I need. Unfortunately, I didn't get my Zorua onto the bench quicker because he's going to attach a Grass Energy. He's going to do 120. I'm going to be at 170 damage. I'm over here curling my mustache. I probably should clean up. It's December now. Although I've been trying to see if I can actually grow a full beard. But anyway, I'm not really seeing a purpose of the deck. So here's the Grovyle. These Vespiquen are pretty much going to be in range now at this point. So let's see. So yeah, Grovyle grabs another Grovyle, which is going to grab a Sceptile, or it's going to grab a Vespiquen. Pretty much how Sceptile works. It's just weird seeing this Vespiquen. So he's going to shuffle probably 3 Pokemon back into his deck, if I'm guessing. That would be the 2 Combee and the Vespiquen I knocked out. Or the 2 Combee and the Shaman. That's not bad. So we do have 3 prizes. He will not have enough to knock me out. But he will knock me out next turn. So I have to really prioritize what I want to get knocked out. And I'm thinking what I want to do is Acerola, sack off my Tapu Lele. That way I can have Zoroark healthy, and I'm actually not going to lose the energy. Because it's actually hard to get those double colorless energy drawn. So Commanding Queen's going to do 120. And it also allows me some turns to rack up with these arrows. So we're going to play a Zorua. We're going to play this. We're going to pick up our Zoroark. We're going to play Lele. And we're pretty much just going to start setting up these Zorua down here. And we're going to just Feather Arrow. Nothing wrong. He will knock out my Lele. Now, if he does Guzma me and knock out one of my Zorua, I'm a little concerned. In all honesty, I'd be a little concerned because I do lose a double colorless energy, and I would be stuck with only 1 Zoroark. The bright side is I do have a Guzma, so I could go into Decidueye, I could Guzma one of his Vespiquen, get a Vespiquen into the active, that way I can force him into... So the plan is, I bring in a Decidueye, I would Guzma this Vespiquen here. So I put 2 damage counters on this one. Knock it out. Put 2 damage counters on this one. He's forced to bring this one into the active, in which I can pick it off with my Decidueye next turn, force him to bring in something into the active. That way I can now just win the game next turn. That's what I'm thinking I can do here, is win the game next turn. Exactly what I said I didn't want to happen. Exactly what I didn't want to happen. That is exactly what I didn't want to happen. I did not want him to Guzma me. Alright. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're okay. We're okay, my friends. We are okay. Because the top deck gods love me, this is still going to work according to plan. So one, I'm going to get rid of the Dartrix. We're going to get rid of the Dartrix for good. Dartrix is gone. We're going to Nest Ball. Nest Ball is good. That's going to give us another Zorua, which is perfectly fine in case I do get an Acerola. We're going to Righteous Beating. We're going to knock out the Vespiquen. So now, if he brings in this Vespiquen, I knock it out with Feather Arrows. I need a switch. Switch or a double colorless energy is what saves me here. So the reason I'm saying a switch or a double colorless energy is what saves me is because I can Guzma, I can bring in this Vespiquen here, knock it out, force him to promote something else, and a switch would allow me to get into this Zoroark and finally just pick up the winning knockout. That's how I want to win this game. So having 2 Zoroark allows me 2 trades. Choice Band and Rare Candy. They gone, good to go. So that is what I'm really hoping for. Is to get me switch. Because if I'm looking at my prizes, I've not used any of my switches yet. So he's going to Nest Ball, search himself, what, Grass Pokemon or Grass Energy from his deck? Which is not bad. Okay, so That's pretty much game. I pretty much have a W here. He's going to Elm's Lecture, pretty much just wasting time. Adds a couple Treecko to his deck. Treecko, Grovyle is a very good search engine for grass types, in all honesty. Because you can get one Grovyle out, you can search another Grovyle, which can search another Grovyle, or if you manage to get a Grovyle out early, you pretty much can just win. So these choice bands are trade fodder. Because I want this to go the way I wanted it to. Alright, choice band again is trade fodder, 13 cards in the deck. I am just looking for one copy of Switch. I did not get one copy of Switch. Wow. Oh wait, I still win. Never mind. Duh. I forgot. I still win. I thought Zoroark didn't knock it out. Whatever. So, we claim one prize, Max Potion, which I could use on anything, just for style points. Just for style points, just to say I used it. Stunt. And, what are we, 2-0 now with the deck? Here we go. 2-0 with this deck. Again, we're not playing really meta decks. Which is okay, I guess. Giving you guys a basic idea of what the deck does. Alright. So, I think I have time for one more game. One more game with this deck. And that will give you guys a pretty good idea of what this deck can actually do. Now, I do eventually want to bring you guys Blacephalon. Blacephalon are like, what, 16 to 18 packs of Lost Thunder right now? And you need 4 of them? Just honestly not worth it, in my opinion, right now. But hopefully I can bring that deck to you guys soon, because it looks like a really fun deck. I do want to bring you guys Lost Zone decks in the future. Alright, so we're playing a fire deck. Does not look like I'm too worried about a fire deck, because Zoroark is my main attacker. Now the Decidueye is a little bit of a problem. As we do open up Vulpix, which is not bad. The issue is I open up nothing else really. I can beacon and search for a couple Pokemon, I guess, but this isn't looking good. This is not your ideal starting hand. Now, since I am going second, I can beacon, get me a Zorua. Ooh, that is bad. Seeing Delmise is a no-no. What am I playing against? Playing against Scizor? I am playing against Scizor. I like to call myself not an expert, but a pretty good Scizor player. Ooh, no, 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 no. This is not the variant of Scizor I like. Alright, well, such a bad hand. I just really want a Cynthia. Yeah, I'm just going to Cynthia that hand. That's just awful hand. That's a little bit more workable. I can work with this. So right away we're gonna Energy Lotto. It's perfect. Okay, you know what? I can work with this deck. I can work with this right now. So we're gonna beacon. We're gonna search for an ALOLAN Ninetales and what else? A Tapu Lele. So the main reason I'm searching for the Tapu Lele and the ALOLAN Ninetales. Is so I can get Ultra Balls, Nest Ball, so I can get my Decidueye, get a Decidueye onto the bench. I do have a Guzma, so I can start dealing damage to that Scizor. The issue is I have to put that Scizor in range to where I can knock it out. The issue with Frying Pan and Crosscut, is it Crosscut or Steel Wing, is my attacks will now be doing pretty much 60 damage less. So I'm going to be very reliant on my Decidueyes this game to deal with the Scizor. But Scizor, oh, since he's not using a choice, actually no, he does get a KO on my Zoroark. I just thought that. He does get his KO on my Zoroark. Ouch, I don't like that. I do not like that at all. I could get me a, no, I don't need a switch. So the 2 items we're going to get, we got 1 rare candy. We're going to get ourselves Ultra Ball. And I could actually play Lele to get a Elm's New Theory. You know what? We're going to get a switch. Because I'm not going to Guzma this turn. I'm not. So we're going to Lele. We're going to grab ourselves Elm's New Theory. So the main reason I want to get Elm's New Theory is so I can start getting my bench going. I need to get my bench going right now. So that is, I need 2 Rowlets and another Zorua. I need the other Zorua for when I need to start Acerola-ing and getting switch shenanigans pretty much. At this point, I can trade away the Max Potion. Don't see Max Potion helping me here right now. We'll get rid of the Max Potion and the Pal Pad for a Decidueye. So next turn I will have a Decidueye. We're going to Righteous Beating, so that is 1 of the Delmais gone. Downside, I will lose my Zoroark next turn, which sucks. Just flat out sucks. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Alright, so there's the Scizor. I pretty much just got to pray he doesn't have a Metal Energy in hand. If he has a Metal Energy in hand, I'd lose my Zoroark. Yep, just like that. Just like that. So, Crosscut GX, we'll get the knockout. Crosscut GX does 100 damage, and if my Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, it does 100 more. And because he has the Delmais on the bench, it's 210. I guess we just get Lele out. All I can really do. This is something. This is something. So we will Cynthia. Get us a nice fresh hand. Okay. I can get behind this hand. We're going to trade away the Grass Energy. Grass Energy serves me no purpose right now. I'm sorry if I blinded you guys with the light. Alright, so we can get rid of Cynthia and Ultra Ball for another Decidueye. So that way I can Lily next turn. And we're just going to start getting damage on this Blinding Light. Start getting damage on this Scizor. I could possibly even Guzma next turn to get that Delmais in. So I can knock out another Delmais. That way he's not getting recovery. Or not recovery, extra damage. There we go, extra damage. That way he's stuck doing 80 damage to stuff. So there's a second Scyther. I could even go for that one. But I really think I need to start just taking out the Delmais. That way he's not doing extra damage to me. Alright, so 90 damage. Another one will knock me out, unfortunately. We're going to trade away the Bills. Not Bills. The Elm's Theory. Alright. Well, we're going to play a Guzma. We're going to get that Delmais in. Come here, boy. And we're just going to start Feather Arrowing. Weakening that. And Righteous Beating will take out the Delmais, which is good. Delmais are gone, so now he's only dealing 80 damage. 80 damage is good damage. Grass Energy, that is trade fodder. I have no intentions of using Decidueye right now for its GX attack. Right now, my plan is to start chipping away at the Zoroark. Or, not Zoroark, the Scizor. Ooh, Hyper Rare Scizor. Alright, so he's going to Cynthia, get himself a brand new hand. So I'm trying to figure out the way I win this game. And I really don't think I'm playing Field Blower in this deck. I should be. Because that Metal Frying Pan is going to be very annoying to deal with. Might make this video a little bit longer than I actually want it. So he's going to deal 80 damage. Fine, okay. We're going to Energy Lotto. Energy Lotto. He has 3 energy. I know what I'm going to do. So, we're going to get ourselves a Rare Candy and an Acerola on the top of my deck. So the main reason I want the Acerola on the top of my deck is for next turn. Oh. I didn't think this through. Well, you know what? I think this might work. We start chipping this one. We're going to trade away the grass energy. We're going to draw 2 cards. So he's only going to be able to deal 80 damage to me next turn, which is fine. My attacks are going to be doing 40. I'd be doing 100 damage right now. So he's still below the 110 damage, or he doesn't have 100 HP left. Oh my god. Why? Oh, this is going to be really annoying. It's going to be a long game. Is it? Is it? He doesn't knock me out. Oh my god. The frying pan variant is the more annoying, bulky version of Scizor. I preferred the choice band because I hit the numbers that I need to. Oh, as he gets the second Scizor out there. Oh my god, this is really annoying. Alright, so I gotta figure my ways around this. My way around this is probably just clicking the forfeit button. The way I'm looking at this right now. The way I'm looking at this right now, my outs are probably just clicking the forfeit button. So that way I am not just wasting my time. We're gonna trade the Ninetales away. Ninetales isn't really gonna help me here. And we're just gonna Righteous Beating. 150, so I will be getting knocked out next turn. The bright side is I will be taking 2 prizes. The downside is I will be probably losing next turn. So he's gonna, oh, Kukui. Okay, actually, you know what? That doesn't bother me. So how many double colorless energy is that for me? That'd be 3. If one of mine's prized, I'm clicking X. Because both of my grass energy are in the discard pile. This is where a third Decidueye would have been great, because I would have just knocked out this one, promoted another one, got a little bit of damage off. Alright, well, we're about to see. Actually, let me Acerola, because now I can promote my Zoroark. I do not need to search for a supporter. I'm going to rescue Stretcher. I'm going to get myself a Zorua. And what we're going to do is we're going to choke. That is what we're going to do. We're going to choke. Actually, no, we're not. I should still be able to knock this out. 60 damage. That thing does not have a choice helmet yet, which is good. There's another Decidueye if I can ever get it out. Did I actually choke? How many Acerola are in my discard? 2, unfortunately. And I used my 1 Pal Pad. So he has 2 energy. And he has a Delmise. I don't like that. But I have a switch. I have a switch. So I'll be able to take out that Delmise. I will be able to take out my Delmise. That Delmise. If I play this smart enough, how many Guzma are in my discard? I only played 2 Guzma. Dang. This is going to have to take some real smart playing through. So, what I'm looking at to do next turn, I'm going to take 90 damage here. So that's not enough to knock out my Zoroark. He's not playing Choice Band either. Bruh. Bruh. Okay, whatever. That's an L. That is a fat L. It's going to be a close L, but it is a fat L. Fat L to end the episode. What do we go? 3-1? 3-1, I think. So he's going to Steel Wing for 120. I'm trying to think this through. So what I could do is I can Guzma. There's 3 energy attached. That is what, 60 damage? Yeah, it's not enough to knock it out, unfortunately. That is not enough to knock it out, unfortunately. You know what? I'm going to try something. I am going to try something. It is going to be risky, but I'm going to try something here. So Scizor cannot knock me out in any way, shape, or form. We're going to Energy Drive 40. There's no resistance. Does 50 damage. So what I'm looking at here is attaching a second double colorless energy. So that'd be what? 4, 8 energy? Correct? 2, 4, 6 energy. 6 is 120 plus 40 from the Decidueye. I think I win. So, oh, what? Oh, I brought it to 110 HP. God. Oh. I needed that to do 40 damage. Because what it would have been, what I could have done was put a second double colorless. So now there's 6 energy, 120 damage. Even if he goes for the Metal Claw, that's 90. 2 Decidueye arrows. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? That's unfortunate. Couldn't win that last game. But give you guys a good idea of how this deck actually works. If you guys enjoyed it, go ahead, hit the like button. Let me know future decks you guys want to see down below. We will try to bring you guys the decks that you guys are recommended down in the comment section below. But with all that being said, guys, I am Johnny GB with the Token Minorities, and I am signing out.